How's it going, everybody? I'm guessing you can see me. I don't know if you can or not. Just kind of lounging out here in my hammock. Got my grill going. Got some boneless chicken breasts on there. Skinless boneless chicken breasts. A little bit of lighter eating than usual. Enjoying the little break we got in the heat. It's still humid as all get out. Heat index is probably still around 100. But that's actually comfy this time of year. Usually down here by June, July, temperatures usually already up into the hundreds. Heat index of 110 to 115 with the humidity and everything, which I don't buy on all this heat index junk. I'm your common kind of guy. If you tell me my body thinks it's 110 degrees, well then it's 110 degrees. I don't care what the thermometer says, you know. So I'm sure I ain't the only one who feels that way. But figured while I was cooking my chicken, checking on everything. Now I'll be going off and on camera, you know. I'll be over there checking on my chicken and all. Don't want to burn dinner. But do a few little updates for you. At least one update. I've had my Swiss tool now for a good while. I had it since my birthday. So that was April 1st. May, June, 2 months, a few days. I have worn this every day now since I got it. Yeah, I've learned how to do that one-handed. You know why? Got some brothers on Facebook, at least one that I know of that is one-handed. And you know, the Gerber flick, don't get me wrong, it's a good moldy tool because you can just open the pliers up and get what you need to get to. But if you don't have a Gerber flick, you kind of need to be able to do this kind of stuff. What happens if you get out there and you get hurt? You got one hand, you need to be able to open this stuff up one-handed. So you kind of need to train yourself. You know, you ain't got that use of that one hand. You need to be able to train yourself to do this one-handed. I've used this tool probably more than I use my pocket knife, even though my pocket knife is always right here and all I got to do is reach in and pull it out. It's got some wear and tear on it. It's got some, you know, scratches here and there, but not bad. It's got some gunk on it here and there, especially on that serrated blade. I used it for cutting some stuff that was a little bit tough. I have used this little, it's actually an eyeglass screwdriver, but I've used the snot out of that thing as like a little improvised punch. Still no wear on it, no dents, no dings, no bends. I have yet to sharpen it. I've used that blade 3, 4, 5 times a day at least, and that I've yet to sharpen it, and it is still just flat out popping the hair off my arm, y'all. I know y'all can't see that from here, but it is still flat shaving the snot out of it. Matter of fact, y'all saw me use it earlier. I cut the wire ties with it. The pliers are still just as rock solid as they could be, and I use these pliers doing my cable work, taking the people's drops and stuff off. I use these instead of keeping a wrench on me because we use 2 different size fittings. One's a 7/16, one's a 9/16. Well, with this, I don't need but one wrench. You know, I can grab either one of them, loosen them up, take them off, tighten them up, what have you. I've just really, that little screwdriver right there, I go into a customer's house on the rare occasion that I do, that takes a wall plate off. And if you need a little bit longer screwdriver, I leave it extended like that so that I can spin it. I do it like that. If I got to put a little torque behind it to really break one free, I'll open it up in a T fashion, or either I'll open it up in this type of fashion, use that to break it free, and then I can use it as a spinner like this. I have just really loved this tool. Now this is not the same one that Rob sells on his website. He sells the Spirit S, which has a curvature to it, which when you've got it in the, you know, using it for the pliers, that curvature is just more comfortable in your hand because it curves in here, so it makes it more ergonomic for your hand. His is also cheaper than what I paid for this one. I paid $100 for mine, right at it. His, I think, don't quote me, but I believe it was like $75. So if you're looking for a good one, give Rob a holler and get the Swiss Tool Spirit from him, because I'm telling you, you can't beat these tools. I have used this saw to cut down numerous pieces of bamboo in all kinds of sizes. Now some of it, you know, the bigger stuff, obviously the saw doesn't fit it. I have to actually go inside of it and go around, but it still makes short work of it. I've used the bottle opener and the can opener more than I thought I would actually in the field. And that big chisel blade right there, I've used to do a lot of stripping on some of our cable jackets. The jacket on it is a thin plastic, and I'd take this and just put it on the top of the cable like this and run it down on both sides so I could peel it back. As it's just really blown my mind how much I've used this little tool and how much I've used a lot of the features that come with it. So thought I'd share that with you. Let me check my chicken so we don't have to worry about it burning up on me. Nice 300-degree oven. It ain't sticking, but that usually means it's about ready to be flipped. The other thing I wanted to try to do for you, I didn't do any batoning this morning with my Pathfinder knife, so I need a piece of wood that I can baton. And believe me, I got plenty of wood out here, but I need a piece I can baton. Let's see here. Well, we'll do this piece right here. It's got a little knot in it right there, but I don't reckon it'll be a problem. Let's get our camera down here at the ground. Get my bandana off the ground. Must have felled it off of me. And let me get a little piece of wood here. I know I've said this before, y'all, but I'm not going to baton on the dirt, because when you get to the bottom of that piece of wood, you stand a chance of driving your knife into that dirt, the rocks, and everything else that's in there. So I find something else to baton on. Now keep in mind, this is a 3/16 of an inch blade. So I mean, it's a real thick blade, which is something, if you watch my video where I sliced a Pepsi bottle in half, keep in mind how thick this blade is and how easily it made a clean slice through that Pepsi bottle. I'm trying to get into this knot here, but it's just kind of pushing away from it. But you know, I've seen other people slice water bottles and stuff open with thinner blades, or blades with a thinner profile, you know, one with a full flat grind. You know, that's a really thick blade all the way down to here. Some people say, well, you can't baton with a blade that thick, you need a full flat grind. Well, I beg to differ. There's that knot, and it went through it effortlessly. So I mean, you can make all the comments you want about what you need to be able to baton and such, but I'm here to tell you, even a thick, heavy blade can do anything you want it to do if you figure out how to work the blade itself.